several of the parts of the ordinance that are concerned to me. First is the designation of a rural permit. This is an area that is defined as not less than, it's got to be bigger than 25 acres, and it's got to have no oil and gas within 1,000 feet of a residence or a business or anything like that. And the key distinction is that a rural permit can be approved by the city engineer. Let me just give, when I hear 25 acres, I think that must be a big area, but it's not. These little boxes are 1,043 feet on a side. Those are all 25 acres. All of those spots on this map could be defined as rural. I don't know about most of you, but I think of those as sort of suburban areas within our city, and I think the council needs to approve any permit that's that close to a city. I've got a couple of, so the other issue is we've got this 600-foot versus 1,000-foot distinction that we've talked about already. And I want to come back to the point, if a well is unsafe within 1,000 feet of a school, why would it be safe within 600 feet of a home with a newborn infant or a homebound elderly person? The justification that we heard from Mr. Gibbs earlier was that we need to worry about evacuation issues. I'm sorry. That scares me more than it assures me. If we're worried that maybe there might be a need to evacuate a school at 1,000 feet, then we definitely should not have wells within 600 feet of a home. All right? I also want to, let's think about what these 600 versus 1,500 feet setback means. So here's an area, I just put these on a map relative to Castlegate. The purple lines are 600 feet away from a home. The green line is 1,500 feet away from home. There's plenty of spaces in College Station where you could drill this 1,500 feet away from all residents and homes. This area on the right is a rural area, as defined by well, it could be defined as a rural area, yet it's only about 1,500 feet away, less than 1,500 feet away from Forest Ridge Elementary School. All right? There's a similar map in Pebble Creek, and I'm not going to get a chance to look at that. I want to come back to the issue. You're going to hear some people talking about junk science. And the science on the health and environmental impacts of hydraulic fracturing is not junk. It's evolving. All right? Most of the studies that have taken place have occurred in the last few years. Health effects, they're mostly finding negative impacts across the board. And this is not just one study. There are lots and lots of studies that have looked at this issue, and none of them are perfect, but it's evolving. We need to look at the evolving science and make reasonable decisions. The scientific evidence is for concern is growing. A protective and precautionary ordinance is prudent. I'm sorry.
Thank you.